Hello and a very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Monaco Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. As usual on this channel, unfiltered driver ratings. Say it how you see it or not at all. The Monaco Grand Prix was absolutely wank. 0 out of 10. The two-stop did not work and drivers been very critical at the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's jump into driver ratings. Lando Norris 10. Wow. I did a little shorts video asking for a reaction and he gave us one. Pole position, race win, fastest lap on the last lap. It's dominance by Lando Norris. Set up for him to bottle this weekend with the walls being close and he murdered the opposition really. I'll give him a lot of credit for that. Lando Norris, brilliant. He can lead from the front. Anyone can lead from the front. He's really dominant when he's out in the front. It's when he's around others that he struggles. And qualifying has been a big weak point, and he qualified on pole at Monaco. It's a 10. Oscar Piastri 6. Absolutely awful this weekend. Yes, he got a podium, and that's the only positive he can really take. But overdriving all the time, very messy around Monaco. He's hit the wall more times than he's hit any wall in his career. Yeah, it was quite a poor weekend by Oscar Piastri's standard. Qualified third, finished third. Charles Leclerc 9. The Monegasque, wow. Practice 1, wow. He's on a fast lap, and the great Sir Lance Stroll comes on the racing line. Leclerc loses his front wing. He was fastest in all the practice sessions. Qualified second, finished second, and he's actually annoyed with finishing second. That is elite mentality. It's just a shame the red wankers don't have elite mentality. Lewis Diverse Hamilton 7. Crash in practice 3 as he tried to avoid traffic. He qualified 4th. Drops to P7. Ricky and his English no good. Oh, the Max on he's on a fast lap, on a slow lap. You know, just off. Dog shit. In the race, 5th. Decent race. He managed to jump Alonso and Hadjar, but a long way off the top guys, Lewis Hamilton. He's Charles Leclerc's lapdog. He's doing better, Lewis Hamilton, but he's consistently behind Leclerc, as we saw last season with George Russell. Max 8. Blocked by Lewis, qualified 5th, up to P4, finished 4th, tried to stay out, hanging it out for a red flag, a safety car, a virtual safety car. It didn't happen, and he was very, very critical of Monaco. Not amazing by Max, standard weekend, but again he's there picking the points up like a vacuum cleaner. 1 foot 1 4. Yuki Tsunoda needs to improve. He really does. I'm worried about him now. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't go after Tsunoda as I did with the other drivers previous. He qualifies 12th. He must do better. He has to be in Q3 in a Red Bull. That is not up for question. Very angry after quali, saying it how it was. And then in the race, I'll give him a bit of leeway in the race because he got absolutely tonked by Gasly. And surely he would have had diffuser damage. He finished 17th. Tsunoda, I need to see a big result by him, I do. I'm worried about him. George Russell, 0. Honestly, this guy. You topless, woody looking fucker. 6-pack. Oh, I like to take my shirt off on every occasion. I like to take selfies. Loss of power in qualifying. Unacceptable by Mercedes. It was a horror day. He qualified 14th. And then in the race, what is he doing? I call Max out for cutting turn 1. And Woody has done the same. The wax model. Thinks he's top dollar. Said Albon was driving dangerously and then cuts the corner. Literally cuts the corner and then says I'll take a penalty for it. That is cheating, and it was the same what Max did to Oscar turn 1 at Saudi. Unacceptable. He got a drive-through penalty, but the penalty wasn't justified because he still finished in 11th where he was to begin with. That is unacceptable by George Russell, and it sets a real bad example for other drivers watching that. Elite level motorsport, and he's cutting the corner. He should hang his head in shame with that, George Russell. You've been consistent this season, and that is dog shit. Kimi Antonelli, broccoli head, 1. He wants to be in Formula 1. He's going to get rated as a Formula 1 driver. Hit the wall at the bus stop. Huge error. That put him 15th in qualifying. Finished 18th. Abysmal weekend by Mercedes F1 team. Yeah. And Kimi Antonelli gets marked like everyone else. No favouritism just because he's young and he's got a broccoli head. Fuck that, man. Fernando Alonso, 8. The most unluckiest driver ever. And my girlfriend gives me daggers as Alonso says he doesn't like that phrase, but brilliant. He qualified 7th. Again, he's running in the points and puff of smoke. Cruel, cruel. Racing sometimes can be cruel. And that is 0 points from 8. Wow. An ERS issue for Fernando Alonso. Wow. Incredible. Hopefully, next week, home Grand Prix, he scores some points. Lance Stroll, 0. And I was tempted to give him -10. Honestly, this guy. Laughable. Laughable. This guy is actually paid like £8 million a year. Honestly laughable. On the radio, Charles is on a fast lap. Oh, Daddy, I'm going to pull on the racing line and Charles is going to lose his front wing. And he gets a penalty in practice. Who does that? Sir Lance Stroll, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Lance Stroll. Penalty in practice. Laughable. Absolutely laughable. And then he does it in qualifying as well. Gasly's on a fast lap. Well, Daddy, I'll pull on the racing line again. And gets another penalty. Absolutely a fucking disgrace, Lance Stroll. P16. You're lucky you got 0. Absolutely shocking. Well, did I do a good job, Daddy? Wow, Lance. Not really. Shocking. Froglegs, 2. Qualified 18th. Alpine, terrible. Any bump, he was going sideways. He was happy with his lap. But we get into the race. He complained about Yuki Tsunoda moving under braking. Smashes straight into the back of Tsunoda. He's clearly retired. He should have gone to the right down the escape road. He carries on. Super dangerous. And he put the pit crew, the marshals, the mechanics, the media, everyone who's in the pit lane in danger. Shocking, Gasly. I'd give him a grid drop for that. For the next round. Super, super dangerous. Going in the pits where you basically can't stop the car. Collie Dog, 3. Qualified P20. Been awful since his return. Yeah. His Argentinian fans hammered Yuki Tsunoda and Doohan. They want to look closer to home because it's not been a good return so far. Ironically, last when they're hammering Tsunoda and Doohan. But P13, decent race, kept his nose clean. But Collie needs to get on it. Liam the Lesbian Lawson, 8. Probably the happiest mark I'm giving on it. I'm so happy for Liam Lawson. It was great it was a great weekend, mate. Yeah. I'm so happy, honestly. I'm really happy for him. The shit he's been through with them Milton Keynes roundabout wankers. To come out and score points. Again, I did a plea. Lawson, you're going to be dropped. Score some points. Brilliant, Liam Lawson. Yeah. Qualified P9. Finished P8. Played the team game. The reason Hadjar's so high is because of Lawson. It's absolutely sensational. Brilliant, Liam Lawson. You got to keep that up. Hopefully that will give you some positives. Great to see the smile back on his face. He's been through the shit and mill. I'm happy for him. Isaac Hadjar, 10. Wow. Isaac Hadjar. He's only little, ain't he? But boy, he can drive a car. Touched the barrier twice in practice too. Qualified 6. Goes up to P5. Finishes 6. Qualifying star. Race star. Driver of the weekend. Simple Isaac Hadjar. Absolutely outstanding. Perfect team strategy. Esteban Ocon, 9. Wow, Ocon, exceptional. Qualified 8th, finished 7th, 6 points. That is absolutely outstanding, Esteban Ocon. Yeah, probably could have gave him 10. Brilliant weekend. Ollie Bearman 3. Wow, up and down weekend for the tall British man. 10th place grid penalty, ignoring red flags, will start last, qualified 17th but goes to the back. Finished 12th, a decent race by Ollie Bearman, kept his nose clean, but a very odd weekend, up and down, up and down. And he was investigated before the start of the race for having a cooler on the car. Carlos Sainz 5. I think Williams should hang their head in shame with this weekend. They've underperformed. I backed this guy for a podium. He was lucky to score points. Wow. And they were horrible with that team strategy, just backing everyone up. It was awful to watch. Qualified 11th, abysmal, underperforming. Finished 10th, not good enough by Williams. They're driving 5 seconds off the pace. It's unacceptable. Alex Albon, 5. Qualified 10th, abysmal, a choke, underperforming. Finished P9, driving 5 seconds off the pace. Williams should hang their head in shame with that. And you got to say, in a way, racing balls. But till something's done about this, this is going to keep happening. Nico Hulkenberg 5. Brilliant qualifying 13th. Great laps. Finished 16th. And he was very angry, animated, and really passionate that he wanted to race in Barcelona straight away. I've not seen Hulkenberg like that in a long time. Yeah, good to see he's still got the passion. Bortoletto 5. Qualified 15th, I believe. Last sector, he lost some time. But in the race, he got dive bombed by Kimi Antonelli. A clean move by Antonelli. Bortoletto decides to drive in the wall. Yeah. And he finished... Where did he finish? 15th? Let's have a look. I don't know. I've got him 14th, but we will see. So there we have it. Driver ratings for the Monaco Grand Prix. We go to Barcelona next. Spain. Yeah. Monaco this weekend was shit. It's historic. It's spectacular. A lot of people like Monaco. The drivers like Monaco because it's a real challenge. But it was shit. 1 stop, 2 stops, 10 stops, 15 stops. Monaco is what it is. It's follow the leader. And it's a wank event for racing. Qualifying superb, but the races are shit. And they will continue to be shit. Comment down below your thoughts. Driver ratings does divide opinion. Comment down below yours. Adios.